Going live. Okay, I think we're good. Check and make sure everything's good to go. Oh no, it's been auto playing for a full day. Oops. Let's go to my channel. It is live. Okay, cool. And do we have audio? That's good. Live on X. Ooh, Marvel Zombies. Oh, check that out. All right. Cool. I think we're good. Nice. Put that on X. We're good there. And how's old Twitch doing? Giant head on there. Okay. Do I have? We are good. Cool. There we go. Good old Twitch crashing out. All right, cool. So let's see. I did get to school pretty quickly this morning, so that's good. Oh wow, crazy. I was like, it's like, oh, I wonder how my video did that I posted yesterday. Then realized I didn't actually post yesterday, so it's still growing though, which is awesome. Stuff's still happening. I'm gonna have to post a video later today. I recorded it. I just was like, oh, I recorded it. And I was like, oh, I'll get back to that. I like jumped to another thing, and I was like, oh, I'll finish editing it later. Completely forgot. Like I got the hard part done. I guess got the recording done. I just forgot to edit it. So that should only take like 20 minutes. All right. Cool. So let's do that real quick. All right. Yeah. So I'm good for tomorrow. Yeah. I have my foundation. If I get back to school today, then I've already got a 41 pointer for tomorrow. So today, or yeah, yesterday was the 11th. Yeah. So I had 61, 59, 59. Cool. It's not bad. 59. And then all right. And then school members. What do we do? What do we do? So let's see. 295 for today. It's crazy. All right. And metrics 11th, 284. Still growing. 284. Almost 300, which is crazy. Which is really crazy. Danilo, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Feel like I haven't seen you in a few days. Hopefully everything's all good. I'm sure you've probably been busy. Probably got a lot going on. All right. Yeah, it's Friday. Hopefully you're getting to take it easy. I know last week you said you were enjoying the pool, getting some sun. So hopefully you get to do that again. That sounds great. All right. So what did I do on YouTube? Yeah, I was gonna check the YouTube channel. Everything is great. That's awesome, man. I mean, busy's good. Busy's not such a bad thing, right? Busy means business, so that's not such a bad thing. Hey, there you go. Nice, man. It's actually pretty sunny here too. It looks pretty nice out today too. So I may have to, I don't know, try to find some sun at some point today. 9:46. 9:46. All right. And then spoilers for tomorrow, because it's going to be 9:50. And if I get this Nano Banana video up, I think it might do it. It might push me to 1,000 finally next week. Should be cool. Pretty cool. It's still up there. Nano Banana. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Oof, yeah, it's like right there. Man, 4.8 million. That's crazy. Gemini 2.5 flash. There's something to be said here for the it's like the concept. It's a good concept, but it's also a good name. Like there's definitely a branding situation here. But yeah, this is crazy. So got to get some more stuff up here for that, and that should get me a little bit of traffic, little traffic bump. Get that 1K would be really nice. All right. And like I said, I have the video done. I just have to edit it and get it up there, and then let it bake over the weekend. And hopefully, I mean, actually, the weekend, I don't know, the weekend actually could be pretty good. It's not terrible, but by Tuesday, I think Tuesday seems to be like Monday's kind of a slump, and then Tuesday will like shoot up. So that should give me some traffic, which will be nice. That'll be a nice hurdle. 1,000 subs would be pretty nuts on YouTube. We'll be happy about that, and then hopefully the watch hours will catch up after that. So that's a slow game, but we'll get there. Craig, hello. Just making dinner. Nice. What are we making for dinner? Yeah, it is getting a little late over there, isn't it? It's 1 o'clock, so it's probably like what, 8, 9 plus 7. All right. So did my stuff there. So I'll go with that. Chicken and vegetables. Nice. Sounds very good. 7 a.m. 7 p.m. All right, there we go. Cool. So plus 6. All right, cool. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, it's because it was always plus 5 from Eastern. I'm in Central Time now, so messing with me. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, that was gonna be 3 p.m. That's right. Yeah, that always messes me up too. So you must be, yeah, that's right. South America, but like on the eastern side of South America. So you get like the bonus time zone that the US doesn't have. So yeah, that's cool. Getting there. I used to have all the different clocks because like I mean I had when I was at Salesforce like uh I had quite a few contractors that were in South America, and then um a few guys that were in like Ukraine. So like always kind of so that's like all right, you got your like +5 guys. So like those guys were always staying on super late because they'd be staying on with us for like the rest of the day. So I was like trying to get those guys to be done. And then we had the other team that was like that was in India. So like we'd catch up with them at the end of their day while we begin our day. And so just like chasing the sun, as they say. So there's always something going on somewhere, but starting to get pretty good at the different time zones. And then occasionally would have to do an Australian one. That one always threw me off. Australia is crazy because Australia is like it was like what plus 12 plus 14 hours or something like that. They're basically already halfway through the next day. So that one always messed me up. Those were hard meetings to get to because it was always super awkward for somebody. It's either super early or super late for somebody. Seems people creating videos about Nano Banana, creating the automation in Innate and adding a front end using Lovable. That's exactly what I was thinking, actually. Like, I might do that too, just because it would be super easy to do something like that. I haven't really done much with Lovable or Bolt, but I probably should. I was gonna do, um, yeah, some of your team in Singapore. Yeah, exactly. So like that, yeah, that definitely throws things off. Yeah, that's true. I've had team members in Manila. So then they're on like an 11 plus hour change or difference. So yeah, it's always tough. It's always kind of tough to like coordinate that. Um, but yeah, I haven't actually tried Lovable or Bolt. I mean, I tried Bolt like when it first came out, and I was like just kind of unimpressed. But I mean, that was also I don't know. It was like when it was still like early beta, like it had just come out. So I'm sure it's gotten way better than it was then. But at the same time, it's like I don't know, man. Like if you're gonna go that far, I would probably just go ahead and push like just do like cursor and for cell or something. Just like whip up a back or whip up a front end like that, and then connect them up. But I mean, I'm sure those would probably work too. So I don't know. Yeah, I do want to do something like that though. It'd be easy enough to just whip up that AI, whip up the front end, and then just connect the webhook or something like that. It's where the course creator allows you to create courses within hours of a new AI. That is true. That's true. Yeah, if it can, as long as it's yeah, you might have to use like Perplexity or something like that. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, First Market would definitely win. No, for sure. Perplexity probably would be really really useful for that. Google's also pretty good for searching. So yeah, it's trying to ground that data in search. Then yeah, you could have like brand new courses happening really fast. So yeah, that is a very good point. So yeah, Yeah, I think that'd be the goal. Get a little bit of time in on that, and then we should be good. Should be good for today. Hit my 5-day streak, which is good, and yeah, keep on rolling. What's I gonna say? Say I don't know, the uh live stream approach strategy is sound. Alex Hermosi was just doing a live stream earlier this week, further verifying that live streaming is a good way to go potentially if you can do it. I know it's hard to do. Like it's a big commitment, so that's probably the biggest barrier. But if you can do it right, I think live streaming is a good strategy. Good strategy overall. Um, but yeah, now I think trying to think if there's anything else before getting started. Oh, I forgot to do my neglected, my poor neglected Discord. I need to just like hook up all these automations. I have a bunch of them sitting around that just like aren't actually running. So I'm supposed to be an automation guy. I should probably be doing more automations. Need to turn them on. Um, but yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it at this point. Did the brand stuff and probably just gonna jump over to the workflow. Got a time scale. Got a time scale for us to get this completed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Gotta keep it going, right? Gotta keep it moving. Um, but yeah, yeah. I guess let's maybe jump into that. Try to get this workflow. I would like to get it to the point that it can generate something here soon. So let's get like a prototype kind of deal going. I know when I was looking at this before, it said yeah we need so basically. Hi chat. Hello, Mr. Automate. thank you, Mr. Naj. That's me, Mr. Automate. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it's true. You're on the list next there, Mr. Naj. Um, who else? Who else? I haven't heard back from my afternoon is filling up, so that's why I can't stream too long. I've got commitments here, but trying to work in order of the way things are rolling in. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll get into some Obsidian stuff later. Looking forward to that. I think that'll be hopefully a quick win. Um, all right. So, but looking at this, I know we left it off. That's right. So we need to duplicate. So first we're gonna do a drive, Google Drive, right? Duplicate, copy file. So the first thing this should do is actually copy the presentation because we want to create a new version of it. The formula. Okay, what the? Where's it getting this from? Okay. Google Drive. I have to like search for it. All right. What I call this thing? Course presentation template. All right. Course presentation template. Wait, why do I need the file name? Oh yeah. Okay. So then, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we needed metadata from the spreadsheet. So we actually need to read a different spreadsheet before we do that. So we're going to get rows and sheet. So we actually will be getting rows in a separate sheet. Sheets, get rows and sheets. And this would be this one. So we needed course details. So it would be like name. Man, I don't have the chat saved. But yeah, we would need all the course metadata here. Should have saved it. Sorry, Craig. Should have taken notes. Be like course name, description. I don't know what else. Be like an image. So like cover image. And then what else would we probably need? Is it in the document? Prereqs, that's right. Let's see. topic, target audience. And that's more of like metadata about generating, right? Not really necessary for the overall. Course of generation, additional resources. Cool. Category. That'll work. Yeah, I guess like basically all that stuff, right? Probably goes in there. Topic. Well, I don't know. That would probably start with the actual prompt, right? So it doesn't need to go into the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's going to get generated after the fact, right? So probably also maybe a situation of this needing to create a copy of this as well. So this would kind of give it a template to fill out the data. So like you'd have a template spreadsheet like this, and then delete that one. Yeah. Then use this to fill out data, and then I guess target audiences work. Can use target audience as part of info for AI to create course targeting target audience. Yeah, that would make sense. So cool. And then yeah, I mean course level probably would go in there too, right? So it'd be enough to you probably want to see that. It's a beginner course or not, probably. And then course language kind of is assumed. Yeah, and the platform is assumed because you're already on the platform. So cool. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I guess I was trying to decide like what's the scope of this, but yeah, you could go ahead and include that on here. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, you could customize to each platform criteria. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a good point, I guess. Yeah, you would need that metadata. It's basically like what's happening is that you would be. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be like the ultimate workflow, but it'll be part of it. It'd be getting that data, like some of this data at least, to be able to create these things, and then I guess you could use this to also start doing the generation. This is also kind of assuming the data's already been created. So I guess that's what it's like chicken and egg kind of situation. It's like when does this spreadsheet, like the spreadsheet's getting populated beforehand, right? So so there'd be either another workflow or another step before this. So like back here, that like creates this spreadsheet and then fills it in. And that'll be like the heavy lifting because I was just trying to decide like this is actually going to be a lot of generation trying to fill in all this stuff. Like this might actually take a little while. It'll take some time. Content creation workflow to Google Sheet. We have content creation workflow to Google Sheets. Content creation workflow to Google Sheets. Then course content production. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Content creation workflow. Yeah. Because that's got to follow like all the steps for like the actual all this stuff and taking in this stuff too. And then it'll just use this as a template to kind of give it as a direction of like what it needs to fill out, kind of give it some guidelines as far as like how to then fill this in. So yeah, cool. Okay. Then yeah, so then kind of working backwards a little bit, but I kind of want to see like where we need to be, where it needs to end up, I guess. Because yeah, ultimately we're going to create the slides, and we've already got the text, and then yeah, that'll work. So in this one, yeah, you'd have your spreadsheet details, and then grab from course content. So look for course content. Nice. And then grab it from course details, not content. And that would work. So then, I don't know, we're going to fill this in with like whatever I had from here. So like triggers, and then triggers. And then made a course about about using triggers in 8N. Cool. And then category, whatever, like technology, cover image, blah, 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 topic, whatever, I guess technology, something like that again. And target audience, whatever. So have some stuff there. Udemy, beginner, target audience, I don't know, tech, whatever. Entrepreneurs. I don't want to spell entrepreneurs. A word I should know how to spell. Web page that's drop down, so you can yeah, that's where the metadata would come in. Web page would then trigger the Google worksheet creation workflow. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay, then yeah, it's good enough. Then and I don't care about the cover image yet. So I mostly just wanted to be able to do that, so that way we can do this and get some data. Maybe. This has probably been running for too long. It's probably not going to work. Save, reload. Man, I don't know. And it's been bugging me lately. It's been not performing very well lately. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's good. So mostly I just wanted to have like a name. So we have init and triggers, and then if we are going to copy course presentation to be called in triggers presentation, whatever. Content, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. So then you could change the folder to be whatever folder you want it to be in. Probably put it all in the same place would be good. Keep things organized. But then we would do that, and that would give us a new presentation to work with, so that we're not just overriding the same one. Now that we've got that, now we can grab that. Yeah, that's our new one. So rather than this, it'll be this. That gives us the new slides. Good deal. That is like super laggy. I do not understand. There must be just like too much data in Google presentations that it just doesn't handle it well. Super weird. And then we would get the slides from that presentation. So that should work. I mean, so arguably you could skip that. I don't need to do both, right? Because I don't need to get the presentation. I can just get the slides, because these are kind of redundant. I swear I clicked. There we go. So yeah, I think we can just go straight into that. So technically we could skip this one. And then I don't need to iterate through all of them. I just want to have the slides ahead of time. So these are just the template slides, and then limiting it down to 1 so that I can then get the row data. I think that makes sense. Yeah, whoops, wait. Fair enough. Fair enough. This should come from this guy now. Cool. So then I got slides. Then we limit it, and then I can get the data. And this is where we would load like all the course content data. So like every single detail about that, and start looping through it to replace the slide with the content. Nice. Okay, and then now we're replacing, sure. Get into the loop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Then we're gonna do presentation ID. That just comes again from the copy file, because that's the new source file. And then slides ID comes from this crap. So text to replace. Oh yeah, so that has to be more dynamic. That's the only thing. This is, I mean, I guess like if we can predetermine what that slide will be, that's where I was kind of stuck there, because I mean, I guess if we know the order, but we can't hard code that. So we have to know based on the content which slide template would be the right one. Conductor, what's up, man? How's it going? Good. Any luck with your PDF conversion? Spanish PDFs. Slide names or IDs. So basically, this needs to know the slide ID, right? Or we need a way to make sure that these IDs are correct. I guess we could know it ahead of time, but whoops, that should actually be not that. That should be title here, because I ended up creating a duplicate instead. And then, so like, there's got to be a way to like name these? I forget. I was looking at that yesterday. I couldn't remember. So we name the slide. Edit. View, comments, show grid, rules, insert, video, format, slide, move slide, apply layout, transition, edit, theme. Add-on scripts. I mean, unless I'm thinking about this the wrong way, but happy Friday. Haven't done it, or haven't dove into it yet. Yeah, that's okay. It's Friday. That's all right. Can get back to it next week, right? Unless you're on a time crunch. All right. Any Google Slides experts here? Oops. Trying to figure out how to basically. I need the data to determine what the slide template is. So kind of called it slide template, but I need to like predetermine what these IDs will be. This is like the most, I mean, I guess if it's going to be like that, I don't think it's going to be reliably IO or I0, I1. I don't know where that name comes from, and they don't seem to have a way to get that or change that. Is there like a workflow or something or another node that would do that? Slides, Google Slides. There's replace text. There's get slides, get presentation, create a number, get the number of pages, get a page. So Google Slides expert here. 12 years. That is impressive, Mr. Naj. Just use Obsidian to present your data instead. Got it. I feel like there might be a little bit of bias happening here, but Danilo, no problem, man. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good weekend too, man. Enjoy. catch you next week. But thanks for stopping by, hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend. All right. To the internet. Am I sharing my whole screen? Okay. Where's Perplexity? What am I doing? There you go. It's Friday. Friday, man. Friday's taking its toll. Struggling today. All right. Perplexity. How can I can I assign names or IDs to Google Slides? I want to be able to have a template presentation and use different slide templates. I want to know how to select individual slides ahead of time. Each slide is automatically given a unique ID object by Google. These object IDs can be retrieved and used for selecting or referencing specific slides programmatically. Every slide in a presentation has a unique system-generated object ID. These IDs are accessible through Google Slides API or by exporting presentation data. So let's see. Yeah, I guess you just have to retrieve the slides and then use them. Reference slides by mapped. Creating your own mapping between slide names and IDs is the best practice method for selecting templates or specific slides. Okay. Yeah, so I mean the only thing, so that just means in the generation process, trying to think how to, yeah, they just need like a simple system for that, I guess, right? Like slide template would just be like, yeah, title slide, and then as long as the slides remain in the proper order, then I guess you could do that correctly. So like at some point in the generation, I mean, I guess what you would do is maybe have filler. So like basically you would say slide template 1, then or whatever. I guess it'd be slide template title maybe, and then slide template content. And if it's just the 2, then I guess we're pretty much good to go. Like we can kind of bank on that. It doesn't need to be super dynamic in that aspect. So if it's slide template 1, then like at the beginning of this would just be like, okay, cool. We've got slides, then just do a set and say slide template 1 is actually object ID, whatever it is. And then, whoops. Let's be consistent about that. I don't like the dash there. So do slide template 1, and then like slide template 2. Well, really, all right. We're gonna change it. Slide template title versus slide template content. There we go. And that way it's more intuitive. So then we do something like that. And then here, this is actually slide template title. And then it can just pick between slide template title, slide template content, and then that's good to go. What about when it creates the course content? It looks at the lesson content and chooses best template. Then put the chosen template into the Google Sheets. So what about when it is creating the course content? It looks at the lesson content and chooses the best template. Yeah, right. It should be choosing the template by itself, and that's what I was trying to like when it's doing this generation. Assuming this generation is happening before these documents exist. I mean, I guess again, it's like if it's kind of just being structured off of what exists here, then we're good. So, uh, dude, chill. Okay. Like we just know for a fact that these are the two options, and then we can just do that mapping here. We just don't know what those IDs are going to be. So it can generate with the rule of, hey, generate your templates, or generate your content. Your only two options here are slide dash template dash title or slide dash template dash content. And then, based on the content you're generating, you just pick that. And then in the workflow, then we just have to assign those values to actual things. So we don't know what these IDs are going to be. We don't know which slides they're going to be. So we just do that here after the presentation copy is generated. So I think this will work. And then it's good to go. So that way when we get here, we can just say, yeah, just do some, I can just do like a quick script to decide which one's which. Course input followed by course structure and content. Then knowing the lesson content, it determines the Google slide template, which we add to the Google Sheet. Yeah, exactly. So we'll have on the Google Sheet lesson that it also has the template ID. So you'll have on the Google Sheet lesson that it, right, yeah. So if it just does this, then it's good. It just, as long as it's picking between the two, it can decide, is this a template or is this content? And then later on, we can fill in that variable without knowing what it is until we need to reference it. So I think this will work. Unless I'm missing something. Unless you're saying something different. Followed by course structure and content. Then knowing the lesson content, it can determine the slide template, which we add to the Google Sheet. Yeah. So I think this is good. So then, the only thing is that we've got those values mapped out, and then okay, cool. Then when we get in here, it'll just be like, okay, if slide template, then use the other value from that thing. So I think that's good. So let's go back to this. I guess to this guy. Next step. So we got fresh data. Yeah, then when we get to this guy, we can say, we've got these two values, right? Yeah, cool. So then just do like, we could just do like toString, right? Will that work? Why do you, what's the deal here? Slide template. Why is it doing double JSON? What's going on here? There we go. Cool. So dot. I don't know. Yeah, it's dot contains, right? Can I do dot contains? No, do I have to string it? Dot. Yeah. Cat. Why can I not contains? Split, splice, to JSON string. Do a match. There we go. All right, that'll work. Index of title greater than 0 or greater than -1. Then we just do this guy. Edit fields dot item dot JSON 0. I mean, we can go real specific about it. Go dot first dot JSON dot content. There we go. No? Oh wait. Let's see. What's it want? Invalid syntax. This would be. Oh well, yeah. That's actually probably the problem. If it's that, otherwise. So that actually should be title. Title. And there we go. I don't need 2JSON string. It's just the ID, right? There we go. Slide names or IDs, or does it need to be text? Slide names or IDs. That's the ID, right? I think that's what we want. Object ID. Bad request. All right. The objects IR are not paged. Invalid request 0 plus. Okay. So does it slide names or IDs? It doesn't say what this is. I mean, assuming it's maybe it is text. So to JSON string to JSON to JSON string. Go. That work? Still mad about that? Bruh, what do you want? What do you want from me? Will this work? Okay, so it doesn't like that. What does it want? Oh, does it need an object? Is that what it is? No? Doesn't like that either? Okay. Slide names or IDs. I mean, names would be great. Page element, slide properties. There we go. Oh, these are page elements, not slides. Get slides from a presentation. What's going on here? What kind of structure are we talking about here? Get slides from a presentation. This thing has 2 slides, correct? Go to my slides. Where do we go? Whoa, what is happening? It's created like 8 different versions of my trigger now. These copies look correct though, so that's good. Oops. All right. What does it want? What's it want here? I had it working before, right? Forget what I did. Shouldn't have saved it. Basically, doesn't like that. It wanted take that. So it's cool with that. Okay, so that works. So it's just going from, I mean, so we could make this even simpler and just make the template like course or whatever, lesson title, and then content title. And then as long as these are all unique values, then lesson subtitle, content here. Then we're doing a global search of the document, which it only has like two things in it, so that would work. That would make this a little more straightforward as opposed to trying to then also dynamically, because then I guess we wouldn't really need the template. But I mean, this is also limiting how flexible this could be, because like otherwise, you'd be based on the structure of parameters rather than on looking at separate templates, which may be an option. Item.json.object.id. I still don't know what's going on here. Like it's expecting an object ID. So it looks like I should be able to do that. That's what I don't understand. So like this guy doesn't work, right? Yeah, weird. But that object ID does. So what's the deal? Transform, shape. And then it also says name, but there's not really a name. Slides. That work? That does not work. Yeah, super weird. And there aren't any other options, right? So get slides from a presentation, I think is your best option here, right? Whoops. Come back. Come back. All right, there we go. So get a page, get thumbnail. I also don't entirely know what page versus thumbnail or page versus presentation. I mean, I guess get slides. So then what's the difference between a slide and a page? This is like so not intuitive. All right, so if I get a page, what does that mean? I have to get a page object though. So I'm back to get slides, slide properties, page properties. Like, man, not super helpful. This, what's that do? Oh, I might have deleted the one that I used earlier. Oops. Because I don't think that's what I want. But let's see. Yeah, it doesn't like page. Page object ID. Would this work? Do you like that? So that's the same thing. It just gets pages, page elements. It's such a weird data structure. Shape, properties, objects. I don't know. It's not really helping me too much. So, okay. Well, I think we were kind of on the right track. Replace text. That's the only other thing that'll be kind of weird. You do your thing. You do yours. Cool. Is that creating duplicates? Okay. No, okay, cool. And then this guy. So, oh, I think it's the loop. Does the loop? Okay, cool. Slide names or IDs limits the matches to slide elements only on the given slides. Choose from the list or specify IDs using an expression. I guess that's true. Oh yeah, so yeah, so it's back to this. P or where does that even come from? G37DF. Where is that? Assumed it would be down. Well, no, this is text elements. We're not there yet. Okay. G37DF. Yeah, it's not even in here. Dude, I don't know. All right. Well, the most straightforward way to do this then would be to just look for our unique placeholders and replace them. So maybe we just go that route. So you just do object ID here and then just find, but that means I don't know. Let's see, because that changes how you iterate through that though. So you need to be able to look for this placeholder and I mean, I guess if this is determining the template, then we know. I mean, in this case, we would know there's only two parts. We know that there's a title. We know there's content. If it's if it's a title, that means we know it's a slide title, so it'll be lesson title, and the content would be lesson subtitle. And if it's not a slide title, then we know that content or the title is now content title here, and the content would be just content here. So we could do that, which is pretty straightforward. Doesn't really give you a whole lot of flexibility, but I mean, it would work. But man, this is killing me. Like Google Slides kind of sucks as far as the data goes. Like not being able to get individual slide names, not be able to change them. I don't know what they're doing here, but whatever. So if that's the case, then we'd have to do 2 updates. So, which is fine. We'll just do title update. I mean, this literally could still be hard coded. So it would just be whatever we put in there. So this would just be lesson title here. That's what we replace with JSON title. And then do another one. Go to that, and then go up here. And then this would just be. Oh wait, no, but I can't do that because it's gonna depend on the template. So we're back to that. So, but yeah, okay, we just have to switch case, I guess, or a binary condition on that. What do you call that? Ternary. Yeah, I think that'll work. So This is going to be, and I mean, he'd probably make this more programmatic, but like, it would just be if this guy dot contains, wait, yeah, there was no dot contains. There was a index of title greater than -1. Then, where did that come from? All right, then it would be this. Otherwise, it's going to be this. Oh, the text. There we go. So this would set the title, and then this guy would do the same thing, only for content. Expression. So instead, it will be subtitle, less than subtitle here. Or content here. What are you mad about? Oh, wait. So instead, it's going to be this guy. There we go. All right, cool. And replace with that guy too. So not slide title, but slide content. Nice. So title, content. Good to go. Oh man, gross. What a gross system, but that'll work. That'll work. Cool. I'm gonna delete the one I've got, and I'm gonna run the whole thing. See what happens. Okay, here we go. Executing. Okay. Look at that. We've got a title slide. We don't have any content yet, but we got a title slide. So cool. So that means if we did, even if we just do this, say content, your first trigger or whatever, like is a trigger. Triggers are pretty cool. You'll be listening to more audio about triggers right now. Cool. And then that should give us 2 slides then. So that should hopefully fill in both. So I'm going to delete this guy, and we'll run it again. Go. There's 2. 2 loops. I got a new presentation. Nope, that's the wrong one. Ah, it didn't work. Crap. Okay, what happened here? Might not have matched correctly. Content here. That should have worked. Triggers are pretty cool. Why did that not replace? Good slides. And that one should have worked. Content title here. What is a trigger? Yeah, that should have replaced it. Weird. What happened here? Is this actually still slide one? Is that why? Okay, I thought that was the whole document, but apparently it's only slide one. So in that case, where do I get the name for slide two? Nah, that's cool. You just don't retrieve those pages. You do whatever you need to do there. In it in. Weird. Um so I know it's supposed to be the other one, which is like G something. It was like G37, whatever. So get slides from presentation. It's getting Oh. Okay. I'm an idiot. Uh there are two items there for a reason. So that makes sense. Okay. So then I'm going to do that. So instead, we want to flat list it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I figured out what's going on. uh, my limit right here was definitely the issue. There's two items for a reason. Okay. So then back to the original plan, I guess. Uh, do need to map out the data. So we like maybe aggregate it. If I just do that, page IDs. Oh wait, yeah, put output. No wait, individual fields. We'll just do that. Object ID. Then just did all items in a single list. Now we have the two that I wanted. Oh man, I'm an idiot. Okay, cool. So that makes a lot more sense. That gives us both IDs that we want, and then it is back to the situation of yeah. I mean, I guess that works. It just aggregates the page into oh man, it's like way too much data. It's not even opening. It's just not going to open at all, huh? Cool, 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 cool. There we go. Okay. Say that doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's a lot of data, but it's just JSON data. It's nothing crazy. It's not trying to do base 64 strings. Okay, so then I can probably what do I do there? I just did put fields, page IDs. That would just give us the two page IDs. And then we can do the mapping. Might not even really need to do that at that point because we kind of know it's just the one binary into the other one or whatever. It's like a binary option of one page or the other. So then that means we don't have to do this anymore. This would just be title here and content here. We can both do the same thing. So title here, content here, title here, content here, even though it's technically subtitle. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Now, we get here. Get the 2 rows, and then for each one, we will yeah, cool. So then slide name is now just now we're back to that. So if this contain or whatever index of title greater than -1, then do that. Otherwise, do that. There we go. So now we know which slide. And then we can just do search for title here. And replace with title slide. Good deal. Cool. And then second one can happen. So then same thing here. Select that. That should, yeah, good deal. And then what I do here? And it'll just be content here. And then rather than title, oh crap, wrong one. Yeah. So this should basically be the same right now. Let's go through the next one. Forget how to do that. All right. Well, whatever. Gonna rerun the whole thing and hopefully it'll all work. Here we go. One, two. That looks good. Got a new presentation. Okay. Close. We're close. All right. What did I mess up here? All right. Yeah, that's content here. Yep, that's the problem. Content here. This should actually be title here. Whoops. I'm just gonna run the whole thing again. Let's go. We're almost there. We've almost got it. We can almost replace some words in a Google sheet or in a Google slide. Hey, hey, all right, we got something. So I have generated this and it in triggers presentation in the triggers slide, title slide, and then content slide. What's a trigger? Triggers are pretty cool. Listening to more about it. You'll be listening to more audio about triggers right now. Okay, so we have a system to generate slide content. Very basic. It'll just, if it contains title, then it's gonna assume that it's a title slide. And if it contains content, then it's gonna assume that it is a content slide. And that should work. It'll just do that for every row in the sheet. It'll set the title, set the content, whatever, whether that content is actual content or subtitle. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Only took, I mean, not bad. Only this is over 2 hours. We've got a simple system working. So yeah, actually, that pretty much unlocks a lot, because now, if these two spreadsheets can be generated with AI, then that gives us all the content. And then once these content, I guess the next step is to make sure that these get printed out. So make sure we can. So that's probably going to be. I have to do an API thing for that. I think to like export this to an actual slide, document, or image somehow, so that it can get into a video. But as long as it can go into an image, we should be good to go. So cool. All right. Well, there we go. There we go, Craig. More progress. More progress happening. We're getting there. I'm gonna call it on that one. Pretty good milestone. Templated slides. Consider it a success. So yeah, and unfortunately I got some other stuff I got to jump to today to wrap up the afternoon. But for sure, man. Yeah, and I may try to get to more this afternoon or this weekend. We'll make some progress. Otherwise, be back to it on Monday. We'll keep trying to figure out how to get this bad boy going. So we're getting there, getting close. Well, maybe not that close, but we're making progress, that's for sure. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Naj, thanks for stopping by. And Danilo, I know you already headed out, but thanks again for hanging out for a minute. Craig, appreciate the input, man. Spark due end of the month. Oh man, okay, there we go. We got a deadline. Nice. Okay, I wasn't sure if that's what you meant, but you have a good weekend too, Naj. And yeah, there we go. We got to get this bad boy ready for the Spark due at the end of the month. So all right, cool. We got some time. We got a full week. We can make some progress next week. We'll be in good shape. But cool, guys. Well, I will be back on Monday. We'll see. I may do some game streaming tonight or this weekend. So I don't know. I'll let you know if that happens too. But thanks, Craig. Well, have a good weekend, man. And I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.